Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday Monster Movie. With me is Admiral Teague. How you doing, Teague?
I woke up crazy this morning and I'm still going strong. How about you?
Not too bad. And hello, Gavin. Welcome to the show.
Blackie, what's going on, my friend? It's great to see you. Welcome. We have a banger for you tonight. It's Gojira versus MechaGodzilla, or as we call it here in America, Godzilla versus MechaGodzilla. I don't know what it is in British, sure. I don't know, sir.
Yeah, this is the fourth time MechaGodzilla has shown up, I believe.
We have changed the MechaGodzilla suit at least once.
We have changed the MechaGodzilla suit pretty much every time, except
We
for
have
Godzilla versus MechaGodzilla 2 or
right.
Terror of MechaGodzilla.
We've also
They
changed how
always make little
MechaGodzilla
changes.
works. We also keep changing how he works and what he is. There's one where he's not really a cyborg, but like some like weird chick is running around with the controls inside of her body. It's like, I have the controls to MechaGodzilla inside of me, right? They like have to like blast her to fix that one. That one's
Yeah.
weird as fuck.
Well, in that one, it's essentially a Megazord.
Sorry, guys.
And in this
Well,
one, we have a brand new interpretation because this one is made for the only time in this era. Two Godzilla movies are going to be canonical to each other. This and Tokyo SOS do run together.
I thought Godzilla and the very first sequel, like, there's direct mentions of every single thing in movie one and movie two. He's like, last time they used the oxygen destroyer. This time we'll use the oxygen, like, vaporizer or whatever it was.
Yeah, in every other era up until the Millennium era, the previous movies in that era were canonical to that movie. That's something they changed for the Millennium era.
All right.
But here we go.
I'd ask our viewers in the comments, what's your favorite detective show? What do you want to see me and Germ review? Do we start with Miami Vice, Starsky and Hutch? What do you think, Germ?
Well, you guys are already doing Miami Vice with another channel,
Northern
so
English.
yeah, Northern English. You guys are doing pretty good with that one. I'd say,
He loves the show.
yeah,
But here's the thing: we only will do pilots, so we would do one episode. Then we'll pick the show, and we'll stay away from that one because that's his lane.
yeah,
Although, you know what, being ready for it by next summer, like switching to it like next April, would be great because that's when the movie comes out next summer.
yeah, that might work.
Magnum PI might be a lot of fun to
Yeah,
discuss.
that would
That was a
probably
really
where to
fun
start.
show.
Hey, Kojak is a good idea, Gavin.
Gavin, that is a good idea. And my dad was NYPD, so I would have some insight into that.
I
Non
don't
sci
think I've
fi.
seen Kojak since the 90s.
Who loves you, baby? He was from like one or two towns away from where I grew up. Telly Savalas, baby.
Hey, for once they didn't put some poor little woman in the middle of the typhoon.
They're like, this is Japan. Our women are hot. Our men are interchangeable.
Tank, though.
It's better than anything that we ever see in like UFO. It's a pretty damn big mock up. It might have a car, like a small car underneath it. It's funny how the Japanese learned of him from the Blue Oyster Cult song that was, of course, an old sailor song from Long Island, right?
Yeah,
I have
funny
the
that.
sequence. Isn't that the sequence of events, right?
Well, in this era, probably would be.
They do seem to only want to do the tropey things mentioned in the song.
They put a lot more effort into this one so far than they did the last two.
We hadn't seen any original footage to this point the last time we watched one of these. We were still in mashups. The original footage we saw were guys sitting in an office with coffee talking about like how Godzilla had been a historical threat. This is a much different look, but I like what they're going for here to a degree. He might be too established to fuck with his face, though. I don't know. You tell me.
They definitely fixed it from the last movie. But the last movie really
Better is
you can get away
one
with
thing.
because it's just the demon pretending to be Godzilla.
I mean, you say that. So you saw the Spider-Man movie too, eh? Saw it? You know what? The area from the quickening was in the Spider-Man movie. How'd you feel going back there to see the Silver Cup sign? Did you recognize it? I guess how could
I
you
did.
not?
Well, yeah,
Did you
it's the only building with that sign on it.
No, but I mean when you're like New York, the good kind. Like movies about New York, the good kind. Right? Evocative of a
Well,
better New
yeah,
York movie.
it's good to see them reuse something that most everyone is gonna recognize.
Honestly,
Hey,
people
gorilla.
come to New York with hey gorilla. People around the world recognize it from the movie. People around New York are the only ones who know it. It's a local landmark. They owned a studio, a building, a factory, and a farm. When I was a kid, my grandmother still went to Silver Cup Dairies.
Well, I guess it's good they diversified.
They were bigger than the Trumps as far as Queens real estate holders because they were just huge. I mean, Trump was good and successful and he was big, but I don't think even he said he was the biggest. Actually, he may have said he was the biggest, but I think he's also said he was the biggest in America as well as the world, right?
And unfortunately, we have to get one of these recaps in every movie in this era.
Yeah. Like he may have more overall money than the Silver Cups, but the Silver Cups had more sunk into Queens. That's a pretty cool reimagining of what happened to Godzilla in movie one, though. It's cool that they
Yeah,
recreated it.
it's a good remaster of it.
You know what? It gives them an action scene right up front. Oh god, they have a female president. They're gonna die. Why are you bringing me these lemmings who are running to their deaths, Germ?
Hey, they. Oh yeah, that's not even a Godzilla movie.
God, they're cheap King Kongs, the Gigantors or whatever, are the worst. I hate those fucking things. It's the only weapon those electric guns worked on. You know what, Germ? I've heard that the Tokyo Rubble Construction Consortiums have been like releasing Godzilla pheromones from the city for years, and it's all a racket just to keep them in business. What do you think of this terrible story?
Hey, it's a great premise for a story. Your evil construction conglomerate. People love to hate those guys.
Here's how we discover it. Ready? We would be guys who ran a company that takes away your garbage and replaces it with fake garbage to make it seem like you're a normal, boring person so that no one can go through your garbage and find out stuff about you. So, like, we create the fake garbage and then, like, we replace it. And so, like, one day we accidentally spill the real garbage and we find out. What do you think of that?
I actually know some people would be interested in a service like that.
Yeah, I was thinking of starting a company that did it. What do you think?
Hey, in
She's
that
awesome.
town, it'd be big business.
We would have to relocate to DC, right?
Yeah, you can start a branch in DC, but New York, they definitely love that service, especially the Italians.
uh, yeah.
My question is,
Hey,
why is she still in uniform after she committed vehicular manslaughter?
what year is this movie?
O2.
I love how they keep reusing the exact same cast in all these movies and they never seem to age.
Yeah, it's almost like they all look alike.
What? What are you trying to say?
They are the least genetically diverse people on the planet for a reason.
We're gonna start our first detective show is called Tokyo Missing Persons. It's about all the detectives on the squad deleting themselves because they can't get any leads or any information. What did she look like? She was thin and hot. Okay. Well, like, describe her. Well, she had the same complexion as everyone else. Well, what did she have? She had long, straight hair. Well, tell me something else about her. She had dark eyes. Anything else? She was pretty short. These people couldn't
We
even be bothered to mix the airplane out of their movie.
You ended up in Little Mexico, Gorilla?
What? You live in like almost Canada. Oh wait, Little Mexico, as in okay. I get now. I understand the Little Mexico of Minneapolis, St. Paul, or something.
Yeah, the he goes to the sketchiest places.
I could see how the food would be great in Little Mexico. I go to Chinatown sometimes to eat, or Little Italy for pizza.
I guess it's better than Little Somalia.
We have one. I just don't go there. Never really had a need to.
Yeah, you really have the need to go someplace and get stabbed.
I was just gonna say more like what am I gonna get at the Somali restaurant? It's like we have rocks in water.
They found zombie Godzilla.
It's a they're making a Godzilla replicant.
Sort of, yeah.
It's weird how rural crop dusting planes and the NYPD were both somehow mixed into this movie weirdly, huh?
Yeah.
Were you able to hear them going by?
Between the movie and my own little airport problem, not too much.
Ha 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 ha. What's the deal? It's like a commuter airport, or like it closes at night for line of sight flights?
It's supposed to close at dusk, but it rarely does. These idiots don't know how to tell time.
They're just lying and coming back to the field even though they're not supposed to. Everyone rich enough to own their own private plane just lies to people. You know that. Do you trust your dentist?
Well, my dentist I know doesn't own a private plane.
Those are the biggest owners of private planes, though. Oh, is he? How do you know your dentist's afraid of height? How'd you find that out?
You get weirded out if you talk about anything like that. And those dental techs like to talk.
She's one of the better cuties we've had in these movies in a while, huh?
Oh, yeah, better than the last couple.
She looks like Grace Pork. What's with poison ivy there killing plants?
There's probably something weird about the plant. Hey, Dan.
Greetings, Sith Dan. Hey, look, he has a Sony too. I've heard. Have you heard of these TV televisions? They're made in Manhattan.
Sure they are.
Sony stands for City of New York.
Okay.
Google it. It's true. I like this guy's performance in every single movie. I like how he's been in all of them playing a father. He reminds me of Junichiro, Hank Hill's Japanese brother. Remember him?
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate he only made a 10-second cameo in the new King of the Hill.
Isn't the actor dead?
It wasn't really an actor for him. And
yeah, there was. Junichiro was played by Kill Bill.
He was in one episode.
No, but he's in two. It's a 2-part arc. It's when Cotton goes back to Japan.
Oh yeah, that is a 2-parter.
But the voice of Junichiro is isn't it Kill Bill?
I didn't think so.
It's either Kill Bill or Kill Bill's brother.
And unfortunately, Dan, they don't get you high for root canals.
No, but they're not that painful. Don't be afraid. I've been through enough. Best DVD owner Gavin ever owned was a city of New York. I bet it held 501 DVDs, and it held 501 DVDs, and you could plug a keyboard in it and name them. Got taken when I was burgled once. That was one smart burglar. Those are pretty fucking awesome. I remember those. Sorry for your loss. F that burglar. The best DVD player I ever had, Germ, had the movie Patton stuck in it. I couldn't get it out. That was the only movie I could watch.
Hey, good thing to be stuck watching.
I realized after about 3 months that it was the only movie you really needed anyway. Yeah, Germ, the actor's dead. It was Kill Bill. It's David Carradine. So Junichiro was just there as like a homage to David Carradine. And that's with that in mind, was it kind of cool to see him? Like, did they do him justice? You know, would like honor him a little bit, or
He has literally 2 lines. He's on a Zoom call with Hank.
they only had him there to show, you know, respect to the other actor. So I mean, that's why it's probably felt jammed in, right?
It was more a story about GH.
Oh,
No,
good
Cotton's
Hank.
long dead. Yeah.
Right, but Cotton is the only thing they have in common.
Yeah, Cotton and GH. The episode is just a lawyer trying to pawn GH on either Junichiro or Hank.
GH should be in college.
GH is like 15, 16.
That tracks enough.
Because in World, it's been 5 years since the end of the first run.
If it's been 5 years since the end of the first run, then Good Hank would be like 9. It's been 10.
Yeah,
Good Hank was a toddler.
Okay, it's been 8 years since then.
Yeah,
Bobby was 13 and now Bobby's 21.
Is he still with Connie?
They're back together.
Or is he gay? Right? So he's not gay.
No.
Like, now that we know that, they must have had a moment where Hank talked about it. I can't believe that ball's right. I always thought the ball wasn't right.
George C. Scott version of Scrooge.
Oh, I love that movie. It's a good one. All George C. Scott movies are great. It's just a shame that he doesn't play Patton in every one of them. Could you imagine Patton in A Christmas Carol? Like, the ghost shows up and he just like empties his pistol at it before he realizes he can't kill it.
That would be entertaining.
That'd be a great movie. I also saw a trailer for a movie that I can't wait to see. It's going to be hilarious. I don't know what to call it. I have to say this carefully, but I don't think you'll get in trouble. You ready?
Right.
The Uncle Thomas Crown Affair with Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, great. That movie was bad the first two times.
uh, if you wanted to watch good-looking people in the first one in fashionable 70s clothes or good-looking people kind of naked in the second one, then that was a movie for you. But you're right, it wasn't great. Thomas Crown's like art heists are pretty undercooked and looked like they would destroy what he was stealing, didn't they?
I never even got that far. The movie's just dragged.
In the second one, he pulls the art heist in the first 15 minutes.
It felt like an hour.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching Battlestar Galactica 2004.
This doesn't make sense that she's actually getting a second chance. She committed vehicular manslaughter with a APC.
But Godzilla figured into it. And she only killed a man.
And Dan, for your question in Cosme, they are fully militarized, but it is pretty much focused entirely at Godzilla.
Yeah, no, yeah, they are. They are like anti-Godzilla militarists. Everyone like lives their life getting ready for when Godzilla comes back. Every generation's had to deal with them at least 4 or 5 times. Germ, you've read a lot
When
about
you have
this.
a
What was a
40,
social?
400
What was
foot
a
tall lizard stomp by every few years, your national defense plan is going to focus solely on him.
Germ? What was this like for the people who grew up in Japan over those 20, 30 years with Godzilla attacking? Say every 5 years. Like you could expect attack around the time of your birth and by the time you're in kindergarten. Followed by one in fifth grade, one around the time you were in, I don't know, eighth or ninth grade. Then there might be a lull for a while, and then it'd be like three in a row while you're in college. I mean, this was devastating. You could never go to Tokyo, right? How often was the airport even open?
Yeah, it must have been a hell of a life.
That's not counting Mothra.
Yeah, you have to factor in Mothra, Rodan.
Ghidra, aka Monster Zero. Those assholes from Planet Zero who could just do anything anytime. Godzilla's son who becomes evil.
Well, I guess it's a little bit better than him being small and talking to children.
My issue with Godzilla was that he wasn't, he wasn't, you know, how do I put it? He wasn't an American monster, Germ. I think he's
He's
great, but I think he'd be better as an American monster.
Unfortunately, we have proof that that is entirely wrong.
What do you mean? The best movie that was ever made was probably Roland Emmerich's Godzilla. I mean, people talk about that as one of the 3 or 4 best movies of all time.
Just say he doesn't frequent going to Japan.
It sounds like you're saying they're a little more than angry at him there.
Just a bit. Very large animal in the Pacific. Gee, I guess they don't know what that is. So Gavin said The Getaway was better Steve McQueen movie.
I agree. Although maybe Bullet is the best. Sand Pebbles is real good too.
What the hell? That's the Green Dragon Zord in a different color. You grave rob its father's grave, and you wonder why he's upset.
I'm sure he had it coming.
Well, look at it from Godzilla's point of view. He's just swimming along one day. He's going to visit his father's grave to pay his respects. And
Minding
all
his
of a
own business.
sudden, it's good. His father's body is exhumed without his knowledge.
That is kind of a bitch.
Those shoulder cannons make that thing look ridiculous.
A little, right? I gotta agree with you on that one.
It looks like something they stole from the Power Rangers. Yeah, sure, run. That's gonna work. Hey, he's going after the modern architecture first. That's good. Get rid of that ugly crap.
I gotta give it to Godzilla. I didn't like that building either. So Jerm, you know what? One of the things that almost kept me from going to see Spider Man was
What's that?
let's see if you agree with this one. I was afraid that there might be a lot of Mark Ruffalo in the movie.
That would be a problem.
That's the kind of thing you want to know before you throw down money for a movie, isn't it?
Always helpful. Thankfully,
I
he's in there less than 10 minutes.
That's what I said. But I address it. The first question is: does Zendaya ruin this movie?
But no, she does pretty well in this.
The writers wrote around the fact she can't act, so it doesn't matter. She plays someone with no emotions, and she has no reason to have any feelings for Peter.
Yeah,
Her
you'd
lack
think
of
she'd
emotion
actually be
works.
creeped out by Peter. He has been stalking her for 4 years.
Everyone gets like a little ESP tingle from seeing him, though. Him and Ned seem to have a closer bond than he ever had with his girlfriend. What's that say?
Well, he knew her longer.
He had time to grow to disdain her. I mean, no, him and Ned like connected faster. All he had to do was high five him, and Ned followed through with the rest of the gesture. You know what I mean? Which we hadn't seen before.
Actually, we did see that in the first one.
I think it was a little different, but yes, they had different. What the deal was? They had two or three different hand salutes, and I think they combined all of them in the final one we saw because they had fist bumped a bunch of times. They had done the bro pull in thing a couple of times, but the bro pull in with the other stuff, I think that was the first time we saw him do it all. That was cool as fuck.
Great effect.
And they got G Force's old helmets. It's a Robeast, Germ.
Hey, now we're talking. MechaGodzilla's doing what he should be.
Just hanging out, being a Godzilla, doing what Godzillas do, having a
Yeah,
Godzilla
you
kind of
gave the
day.
angry kaiju high-tech weaponry.
I guess anything else that happens after that's more or less on you, huh?
Yeah, everything he does is their own fault.
Wow, my photographic post tweet or whatever you want to call it went viral right away. Well, didn't go viral, but it's going viral in context of it's only like 18 minutes old.
Yeah, not too bad.
30 views and like 4 likes and a response. What did someone say? Whoever responded to it must be a maniac. It's not showing up. They're a low value response. What's with the phantom number next to your response bubble on X? Is that people you've blocked have responded anyway, or is that people you've muted? You see that as
It
you see
it'll
that,
show
right?
up like one response and there'll be nothing because one out of every 100 times, if someone clicks respond on it, but closes it out without saying anything, it registers a response, but there's nothing to see.
Ah,
It doesn't happen every time, but every so often.
that explains why when I go look at it from another browser, it's still showing up.
So not only did they make the angry kaiju high tech and give it essentially super weapons, they gave it a
They also
massive
made it
bomb.
gay.
Well, it certainly is going to fuck that city when it blows up.
Yes, it is. My challenge, Germ, is to get a Star Trek to get this video and a Star Trek video made by tomorrow, or made by Thursday. Can Admiral Teague do it?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way.
Yeah, not sleeping.
Well, that's okay. You don't do that anyway.
I sleep on Sundays.
You know, that's something you're supposed to do every day.
You know me. I live by a different set of rules. I wear contact lenses for 4 weeks. I still don't understand why my doctor thought that that was such a bad idea.
He's just worried about you going blind.
I was able to create a substance harder than a diamond and sharper than a razor by keeping that thing in my eye for 4 weeks. When they pried that out with a tweezer, they said that it probably set me back from having what do you call it? Corneas. Not corneas, glaucoma.
Well, yeah, it probably cut open the drainage in your eye.
Something about aqueous fluid dripping out. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson from that stupid experiment. If you notice, I almost always have my glasses on now.
That's smart.
Because I woke up with my contacts on for the first time in like 3 months. I'm like, I'll be okay, sirs. I'll take it off tonight.
Oh, great. Dr. Frankenstein is inspired.
Sonic Blast. I mean, can you believe we finally got the Hulk clap? How many movies we've been waiting for that? They did it in the first one, and that's was the last time, wasn't it?
I believe that's the first time Ruffalo has done it.
The last one who did it was Ang Lee.
Oh no, he did it in
The Hulk movie that didn't really
the
happen.
MCU Hulk movie. Yeah, the one they don't really reference was the guy they don't like to talk about.
Eric Bana. Why don't they like Eric Bana? Is he a Me Too guy?
They just don't like to acknowledge that Ruffalo isn't the first try they went for the MCU Hulk.
Well, I mean, in a way, the Hulk has always been played by the same actor, isn't it? Still mocap by Lou Ferrigno and the voice of the Hulk when he transforms.
No, it's now they use Ruffalo's voice, but they just
Do they?
augment it.
I heard that Lou Ferrigno can now see, though.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno got one of those stem cell treatment things, and his eyesight is better than it's been since the 70s. And it's here, not he was deaf, not blind.
Well, then there's no way I'm wrong. He can definitely see, but yeah, no, he can hear, right?
Yeah, he got some type of real new treatment, and
There's
he's
no
doing
more
real well.
tech involved. He can kind of hear. He can more or less hear, right?
Not to the level a normal person would, but better than he has in decades.
He's not listening to Led Zeppelin, but he's got some idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
He won't get hit by a car anymore. Has his speaking voice changed since the procedure?
I really haven't noticed anything, but I don't see a lot of them in the public eye anymore.
That's true. He's old.
Well, yeah, he was the Incredible Hulk 50 years ago.
It's hard to believe that's how long ago it is now. You know what movie wasn't in the theater when I went to go see the Spider-Man movie, Germ?
Let me guess. Odyssey?
The Odyssey was still there. It was Supergirl. Can you believe it? Can you believe
Oh, yeah,
it?
that thing dropped off
Can you
quick.
believe it? It's going to be on like Paramount Plus in like 2 weeks, right? Or is it already streaming?
No, I believe it's September or October that starts streaming.
Oh, we have to review that.
That would involve watching it again. Probably not the best idea.
That's true. Besides, after the way we took that one out of the park last week on the Star Trek show, maybe we'll just stick with formula for a little while till it's time for Patton again in 3 weeks.
Gavin says MechaGodzilla reminds him of Zoids.
I can see why. Are you ready for this week's Adventures in New Trek?
I am fortifying my immune system as we speak. I can't watch that stuff unprepared. Oh yeah, it does look tremendously like the Zoids.
I just put a little quick note about the last SNW that we did.
Wow.
Log entry, people watching again and again. What do you think?
Yeah, it might be.
I might have to post that. That is one of our ships.
Yeah, you're right, Gavin. No one really is ever ready for new Trek.
I think the one thing this year that we weren't ready for, and that was the biggest test of our of our reputations, was the one debatably okay new Trek episode where we really took it seriously and gave it all of its due to try to figure out and give it a fair shake. Like when we declared that one bad, we had our receipts in order. We did a deep autopsy on that one.
Yeah.
We were fair. There were parts of it that could have been better, and there were some parts of it that were almost good. And it was touching with the tips of its fingers the very worst episodes of Voyager, but not quite as good. And we're talking very worst, like Threshold. It never got as good as Tuvix, but there was enough there to talk about. It was the first time they gave us an episode with debatable ideas in it, right? They were bad, but you could think them over. It's the second time we've seen a Sony brand.
And then we don't know when the puppet episode is going to be yet.
I would guess that's going to be in the last batch as a final FU. Whoa! Why would you keep flying in a straight line when he got all three of your other wingmen? These people are dumb assholes. If they really wanted to beat Godzilla, they would just use more nuclear power.
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight. Yeah, sure. Completely safe. Yeah, sure. Since the population of the town is already dead and all your other forces have already been barbecued. The only person that likes her is the kid. It looks like they decided to evacuate the hospital last. Now it's Godzilla Iron Man. They actually use that shoulder tackle in one of the video games. Well, the laser effects are definitely better than they've ever gotten. They took out one of the shoulder cannons. And there goes the other. It's all sorts of weapons. Hey, head case.
I actually got some sleep before I started working today.
Hey, that's good.
Who would think?
Is the combat in this that either inspired or was directly translated for Monster Melee, this big Xbox Godzilla game. Same year. Hey, I had Case. I was there, but only for the last maybe 10, 20 minutes. From
Wait,
what I
where were
saw, it
you?
was a good discussion, though.
Oh, what, last night at Mark's?
Yeah.
I thought you were there longer. You caught the exchange we were talking about, though.
I don't remember more than maybe 10, 20 minutes of it.
Works for me. So, Germ, how does it feel to be a podcaster? You just became one as I clicked the Enterprise reviews into a 14 episode podcast.
Well, I guess it's better work than nothing. And not to toot my own horn, I think I'm a better podcaster than all those guys who used to work for ESPN.
Uh, yeah.
Great. Now
You
she's
know,
going into the cybernetic zombie.
I gotta say, I never realized how much we did, but we ended up over the course of the watch party era of the show, so season 1 and part of season 2, I created 14 edited uploads with some video
Wow.
of 36 episodes. What is it? 46 episodes. It's not huge, but it's significant.
That's a lot more than I thought.
That's why when the authenticity policy hit us, it was just like, does a lot of Star Trek, fair use essays, moving on. And it was just like, does a lot of Star Trek, 3-hour shows, 10-minute, recaps, move on. Like, basically, the other thing that saved us, not being in my own bubble, when I saw Disparu suddenly appearing throughout his own videos, I'm like, something's up. Something's up with visibility.
Yeah, for a while there, the AI was obsessed with visibility.
It seems like right now, after they just put out another announcement that there's nothing to worry about if you're faceless, I have a hankering or a nagging red alert right up here in my head that they're going to scan everyone again.
It's possible.
Disparu is the effing man head case. So if you had a certain style show and it was deemed inauthentic, and then you just deleted your entire catalog, started over, got 4,000 more watch hours, but did it with the camera on, and they had nothing to compare it to. If they just did like a first look, you're going to end up gaming the system with selected stuff that's like more compliant. And you might not be the most fantastic YouTube channel, but you'll be compliant and you'll get your monetization back. That seems to be the way it works.
Yeah. It's not the
Well,
most authentic, but there are far, far worse stuff on YouTube.
what us? We're pretty authentic. We're just not multi-topic. Are you talking about people who got gigged, burned it all down, started over the same way, but turned on cameras? They're going to get hit in my opinion, in the next round
They
when they go and refine it again, because I don't think the faceless. They kept putting out over and over, facelessness is not why people got struck. No one got struck for facelessness. We don't care if
they're
it's
lying about
faceless.
that.
They restored a lot of those people, though.
A lot, but not nearly all of them.
The ones who didn't get restored got clarification, and the ones who burned it all down and started over compliant got restored, didn't they?
Yeah, those who made an effort,
I wouldn't call that
no
an
matter
effort.
how.
Just burning it all down and then going on like like a months long marathon to get 4,000 watch hours, but going 10, 12 hours a day, banking on it being the camera.
That is better than a lot of channels would try. Because there's a lot of channels out there that are 100% AI generated.
Right. And they're going to get you anyway. What I'm saying is, if you're a human and the problem was your show structure, turning on the cameras, you're going to get demonetized again in the next wave, right?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With the AI now be able to scan stuff, I have a funny feeling that density of information is going to be important. You know what it comes down to more than anything else? Hang time on our show is just as long, no matter how long the show is on for. The only thing that changes is the view count.
That's pretty good.
The view count goes up organically as video on demand after the show. But by putting the playlist onto podcast, that means it'll start to get shuffled in the background of people's YouTube music. So we've expanded to yet another platform, Germ. We are, in fact, conquerors.
Good job.
What do you think? Should we show these guardians that the diamonds beneath their feet are worth money and help them tap into the oil that they haven't bought to work with?
Oh, nice job. Instead of being eaten alive, he's going to fall 1,000 feet to his death.
That honestly beats eaten alive. I mean, rock in a hard place. I'm not sure it wasn't survivable, Germ. All right, I take it back. Whoa. That was badass.
Well, yeah, she overloaded the freeze gun in its chest.
Germ, when I watch these movies, I feel like I'm getting real culture.
Now he's angry.
He's cold blooded. That should have taken him out.
Well, he is cold-blooded, but he does have a nuclear reactor in his chest.
Good point. Look how fast the ice is melting off, too. So Godzilla's really kicking off a lot of heat, huh?
Probably.
It's not melting in every direction, only away from him. He doesn't have very good instincts, though.
Oh, he's a lizard.
I told you she was alive. What did you? My instincts served me well.
I kind of knew she was alive since I've seen Tokyo SOS. Just hope he doesn't look over his shoulder. You drove him away because he thought he avenged his dead ancestor. If he looked over his shoulder to see that MechaGodzilla was still in one piece, he would have came right back. Well, in that case, we don't all need good hair like Teague. While some hair would be nice, doesn't have to be good hair.
It's not bad for kind of an old guy. I've noticed that you really can't beat Godzilla without a hot chick. But to be fair, the Japanese are thorough. They've never even bothered to try.
But you can't really do anything in Japan without a hot chick.
It's Japan, right?
Right. It's 50% of the population. They literally don't make them any other way.
I think that's China where they're 50% of our population. Oh, you meant women. Oh, you meant. I thought you meant humanity in general. Isn't like half of everyone Chinese?
Not quite. It's about
2/3.
It's about a quarter.
Right, a quarter of the rest of us are non-Asian.
It's about a quarter of the world is Chinese. They're roughly
Just
2
Chinese.
billion out of the 8 billion.
Just Chinese.
Just Chinese.
Yeah, there's like another billion more people who are like Asians. I would point out Japan, Korea, North Korea.
If you want to count the Indians as Asians, that's
no, but I'll count the Iranians.
Almost half.
I'll count the Iranians.
But that is Godzilla against MechaGodzilla.
A fantastic work of art.
It is probably the best the Millennium era has to offer.
Probably, I would agree.
Tokyo SS would be a close second, though.
Well, obviously, really the best the Millennium has to offer, unless Millennium's a production company. This Millennium has given us Godzilla -1, so we got that.
Millennium era. -1 is its own era right now.
Toho 2.0, right?
I'm not sure what they're calling it.
If we called it that, could we be called out as liars? It's not the same people, but someone bought it.
It's Toho. Toho has made all these movies. I only show Toho Godzilla. The American Godzilla, both this and the animated series are not actually Godzilla.
How about the Hollow Earth show?
That is not Godzilla either.
What about
That
Kong Skull
is
Island?
that's King Kong.
You think so? But are you saying
Legendary
that's
does
a
not.
different category, or are you saying that you can do King Kong? You could be
Anyone
legit
could do.
with that.
Anyone can do King Kong at this point.
Yeah, as of no, not yet. 2039. 2029. 2029. 86 years.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Are we at 94 years now? Okay, yeah. So yeah, King Kong may be in may be in public domain.
Yeah, I thought it went into public domain like in
Maybe
20,
2026.
yeah, 2024, 2025.
It's 86 years after 1933. So it would be 2020. I still keep coming up with 2029.
23 would be 90
2019.
years. Yeah.
So it's 2019. It's been public domain since 2019. Let's find out.
That is a good pairing, Gavin. King Kong versus Sydney Sweeney.
I would watch that. Let's see when
Yeah,
the King Kong
Monkey.
original hit public domain.
She would do well in the role of a King Kong remake.
Sydney
That big
Sweeney.
ape, yeah, the big ape reaching into the window to pull out Sydney Sweeney.
I would enjoy that. Who would get to be the guy who gets to put his hands all over her though and be Driscoll? They'd have to cast me or you, right? I mean, other than that, it's garbage. Original King Kong has not yet entered the public domain. It is scheduled to enter U.S. public domain when I said January 1st, 2029. The film was published in 1933 under U.S. copyright law for works of that area were properly renewed. The term is 95 years. Production runs to the end of 2028, so it becomes public domain January 1st, 2029. Important distinction: the 1932 novelization King Kong by Delos W. Lovelace is already in public domain because its copyright was not renewed. The 1933 film itself and the specific elements unique to it remain under copyright until 2029. Later remakes, restorations, and trademarks related to the characters may still be protected even after that date.
Okay.
So you could show the movie, but you might not be able to make a King Kong movie without that. The licensing got renewed every time they made a new Kong movie, is what I'm guessing.
Probably.
86 years from 2025. 20. When was King Kong Skull Island?
Skull Island was 17?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Brie Larson still had a career back then. Remember, people didn't dislike her or anything. They're like, oh, yeah, she's good in that.
Yeah, that guy who played Loki made her look real good in that movie.
That was an MCU spin-off movie or something. It had Loki, it had Samuel L. Jackson, and it had her.
Yeah.
You had like most of the Avengers.
And Gavin, she would be more than willing to do that scene with Kong stealing her out the window in the nude. She
has said a couple of times
about nude scenes.
She has said a couple of times they're glad they're getting it from her now. When she's at her youngest and best looking, she's like, "Yeah, I want to be remembered this way."
Of course, who wouldn't looking like that?
Yeah, I mean, if I could wake up looking like that tomorrow, I'd just put the money to work. I might not leave the house a lot. Might get a full floor to ceiling mirror. All right. So what have we got going on? I'm going to try to finish a video essay by tomorrow. And Thursday we have New Trek at 10 p.m. Our new starting time forevermore.
Sounds good.
Kind of had it with trying to get by before 10 p.m.
Yeah, starting on the half hour never really felt right.
You know what it was? People thought they could get there earlier. They couldn't. So we dropped it a half an hour. And now they're getting there, but they're just like dropping into the room like seconds before we go live. So it has to be 10.
Yeah.
I would point out though that wasn't that when the original show was?
I think so. These are
So
9 or 10.
we're fighting against two things here. Like we can't do both. The show wants to be 5 hours long and start at 10. We could do the part where we start at 10.
Yeah.
I think we
Neither
could
us or YouTube will be happy with 5 hours.
If there's a 5-hour show, what I have to do is apologize to the panel, get yelled at for a while, then kill it off and make a decent upload to justify the fact that I did the show while unlisting it. It's my new strategy.
I think that's a good strategy.
The penitent man shall pass, as they say in Last Crusade.
Yeah, that works. But,
all right, sirs and madams.
Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll
Especially
see you next
Gavin,
week.
and you Headcase. You guys are the best, man. Did anyone else say hello or decloak? Sith Dad, you're the best as well. Gorilla.
Sith Dan, Gorilla. And that looks like everybody.
Guys, this channel is about to break out big time. It's one of the hottest channels on YouTube, and it just keeps getting hotter. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
As far as the member stream Headcase, when are we doing that? Tig?
What do you think of next week? We do our show, and if we finish on time, we do our member stream afterwards. The show ends, member stream starts. Allow members to join the stream.
Yeah, I think we can try that. If that doesn't work, I think maybe Sunday.
The new YouTube, yeah, if it fizzles, we'll try Sunday. The new YouTube option where your stream becomes a member stream is something we haven't tried. So we'll inform everyone of what we're doing, but then we'll end like normal, but don't go anywhere because it should shoot you over to the new stream without you doing anything. And then our stream will just start. We'll find out. We don't know. But it should be fun.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.